All rise. The Spotlight Party is in session right now. This week on The Spotlight. Mail call. President Trump vows to end use of mail-in ballots and electronic voting machines ahead of the 2026 midterm elections.
We're going to stop mail-in ballots because it's corrupt.
Why some legal experts say Trump has no power to order states to make changes.
It's not a royal edict. You can't just decree that we don't have mail-in balloting anymore.
Could this move disproportionately impact Democrats and voters? Does it lend weight to Trump's claims about election security? And what might this mean for the future of how Americans vote? Then, musical artist Bombii is here to perform her latest singles and shares her thoughts on being an upcoming, aspiring artist and what's more to come. Now, let's get it on and get this Spotlight Party started.
Hello and welcome to the Spotlight, y'all. Welcome to the Spotlight. Welcome to the Spotlight. Here's the latest, or the update here. On August 18, 2025, You Know Who announced plans to issue an executive order to eliminate both mail-in ballots and electronic voting machines ahead of the 2026 midterm elections, citing claims that they both are corrupt and prone to fraud. Let's be very clear. There is no evidence whatsoever of fraud when it comes to mail-in voting. And yes, You Know Who voted by mail in Florida during the 2020 primary elections, despite his frequent public criticism of the practice. For the 2020 general election, he voted in person. In an Oval Office meeting, 47 falsely claimed that mail-in voting causes corruption and fraud in elections. I advise you to take a look at this clip.
Mail-in ballots are corrupt. Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots because they're corrupt. And you know that we're the only country in the world, I believe, I may be wrong, but just about the only country in the world that uses them, because of what's happened, massive fraud all over the place. The other thing we want change are the machines. For all of the money they spend, it's approximately 10 times more expensive than paper ballots. And paper ballots are very sophisticated with the watermark paper and everything else. We would get secure elections, we'd get much faster results. The machines, I mean, they say we're gonna have the results in 2 weeks. With paper ballots, you have the results that night. Most people, many countries use paper ballots. It's the most secure form. So between paper ballots, very, very important, paper ballots, and I think maybe even more important, the mail-in voting. We're going to end mail-in voting. It's a fraud. If you have mail-in vote, even Jimmy Carter with this commission, they set it up. He said the one thing about mail-in voting, you will never have an honest election if you have mail-in. And it's time that the Republicans get tough and stop it, because the Democrats want it. It's the only way they can get elected. Because with men and women's sports and with transgender for everybody and open borders and all of the horrible things, and now the new thing is they love crime. They're fighting me on the fact that I've made Washington, D.C. safe. We're not going to get mugged, beaten up, or killed like all the people you've been watching get so badly hurt. I'm glad, I hate to take your time with this, but I'm glad you asked me that question. Sorry. We're going to stop mail-in ballots because it's corrupt. You know, when you go to a voting booth and you do it the right way and you go to a state that runs it properly, you go in, they even ask me, they asked me for my license plate, for identity. I said, I don't know if I have it. They said, sir, you have to have it. I was very impressed, actually. But it's very hard to cheat with mail-in voting. As you know what happens in California, it's so corrupt, where some people get 5, 6, 7 ballots delivered to them. Now, we got to stop mail-in voting, and the Republicans have to lead the charge. The Democrats want it because they have horrible policy. If you have mail-in voting, you're not going to have many Democrats get elected. That's bigger than anything having to do with redistricting, believe me. And the Republicans have to get smart. We're not going to have a country. I said for a long time at rallies, you need borders, and you need free and fair elections.
What you need is this person to be removed from office here. But let's also be very clear on this. According to the Bipartisan Policy Center, mail voting is safe and secure. Mail ballots who are submitted by voters who meet eligibility and validity requirements are counted in every election. Before they are counted, election officials vigorously verify the validity of every mail ballot submission. Mail ballots suspected of fraudulent activity are set aside for further investigation and, when appropriate, are referred to law enforcement for prosecution. Mail voting, also referred to as absentee voting, has been in use since it helped soldiers cast ballots during the Civil War. Mail voting has been increasingly in usage since the 1980s, with the unprecedented expansions taking place since the COVID pandemic here. And let me tell you more about this here, and here's the question to think about in mind. Does the plan to eliminate a mail-in voting have an impact on our future elections? It could, if this fool does something about it, which I hope he does not here. But let me give you something about the three types of mail-in voting. There's excuse absentee voting, that refers to when registered voters that will be away from their jurisdiction on election day and are permitted to request an absentee or mail ballot, but must provide a valid excuse in order to do so. Valid excuses often include age, being 65 years or older, disability, and travel outside of your jurisdiction on election day. There's also no excuse absentee voting, which refers to when any registered voter can request an absentee or mail ballot without being required to provide an excuse. This is all from the Bipartisan Policy Center. This is the facts right here. And then there's all mail elections, which refers to when all registered voters are sent a mail ballot without having to request one first. In jurisdictions offering vote by mail, voters still have the option to vote in person at a voting site or an election office here. So that's the thing we got to keep in mind here. We cannot eliminate mail-in voting, all right, because it's been around forever and there's no evidence of fraud whatsoever here. So I don't know why he's trying to do that, because obviously that's someone who is being an authoritarian an authoritarian leader basically here, and because it's someone who wants to remain in power and he only cares about himself here. An authoritarian, and here you need to understand, authoritarianism is a system of government in which political power is concentrated in the hands of a single leader ruling elite or dominant party. Unlike democracies where citizens play a meaningful role in decision making, authoritarian regimes limit participation and often suppress opposition. And that's what this guy is trying to do. He is trying to focus on himself only and not even think about the country. Let me remind you, he does not care about any one of us citizens. He only cares about himself here. And to fact check him, here's a little fact check right here. Basically, he said that he claims that the U.S. is the only country that uses mail-in voting. That's not true. That is not true at all here. The countries that use mail-in voting are Canada, the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, and Switzerland. So I don't understand why he's saying that the U.S. is the only country that uses mail-in ballots when he's wrong on that here, basically. All right? Because let me remind you, here's the voting history of what you know who did. He voted as a registered Florida voter. He casted a mail-in ballot for both the presidential preference primary in March and the statewide primary in August. But for the general election, he voted in November 2020, we're talking about here, he he chose to cast his ballot in person during Florida's early voting period here. All right. So I don't know what kind of nonsense he's getting this from here, but this is the facts right here. All right. And I hope mail-in voting will still be here, and I'm pretty sure it'll still be here because the guy in the White House is not going to do anything about it here. But let's just hope it remains safe and secure because there is no evidence of fraud whatsoever when it comes to mail-in voting here, okay? With that being said, before we go to break, we want to take a moment and mention some of the icons we lost earlier this year. Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned while vacationing in Costa Rica. He was just 54 years old. Judge Frank Caprio, the nicest judge in the world, died at age 88. Hulk Hogan, who was an American professional wrestler, died at age 71. Ozzy Osbourne, an icon in the rock and roll music industry, also passed away. He was 76. Ann Burrell, the Food Network star, passed away in her Brooklyn home at age 55. And Chuck Mangione, the jazz musician and composer, also died. He was just 84 years old. And so it's like really heartbreaking to see those icons go so fast here. It's like we're losing a lot of legends here, and it's just so heartbreaking to, hear about it here and so forth. And we can only mention so many icons that have lost, that have died earlier this year or throughout this year, but it's like too many to mention here in so little time, basically. So may they rest in peace, for sure. We'll be right back, y'all.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
I've been running code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
Analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I'm more than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. Stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
This is 10 years of me in the future. So you are looking at a you're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
Hi. This is Jaina. Into the future.
You're here because I want to thank you.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember back when I was in 7th grade? It was this girl that I was getting bullied by, and anything that I would do, she would make fun of me, she would laugh at me, she would talk to her friends and whisper. It just made me feel small.
Anytime I did anything, he would make fun of me or start throwing something at me. And then it was terrible, and I was sad, and I didn't want to go to school because I felt like if I went, something bad would happen.
That one day at PE when they were yelling at me, And then he just linked arms with me and like totally like diverted me away from them. I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody.
Because of you, I can stand tall with confidence.
Because of you, I'm a way better person.
Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Hi.
How do you feel?
I'm like, wow.
Thank you, Emily. I literally felt myself tear up.
I didn't know it affected her that much. And just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Welcome back. Pop superstar and mother of two Rihanna was interviewed on the red carpet recently, where she was asked how her late father would feel about her approach in raising her two boys. Take a look at this clip.
I've never met a woman who is so very pregnant but still traveling all around the world. What, I mean...
I'm going to have to slow down soon, I know.
Yeah, when do you plan on slowing down?
I wish I could right now, honestly. We just... We had a lot happening recently, and we got through all of it. And now that I got home, we're right back to work. And luckily, this is the stuff I love to do. And I'm just looking forward to like being in one place while I do all of that fun stuff.
I did want to ask you, and I want to send my condolences out, how you're doing. And did your dad have a chance to meet the boys, and how important was that?
Listen, I've always wanted that, and I've always dreamed of what type of grandfather he would be to them because of the favorite parts of my dad. I think it prepared me for having two boys, really, truly, like the adventurous side of me, the outside side of me, the daredevil. It's how I want to raise them, and I want them to be outside and be in nature, and no like tablet babies.
Yeah. He inspired all of that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That was the funnest part of my life, my childhood.
I love that.
Yeah, just running around outside, barefoot, free. You don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah, so apparently people were divided on her no tablet policy. Some say that they agree that kids already have too much screen time. On the other hand, some say that she is parent shaming because not every parent has money or time to keep their kids amused without a tablet or iPad sometimes. So I could see why she wants to keep her kids explore nature, which is really understandable because obviously you want to go out and explore new things and explore the forest, explore the cities all over, explore the world, basically. So it's I could see why Rihanna said that here because obviously it's really, she reflects thoughtful, values-driven on parenting here and addresses growing concerns about children's screen time, where she wants to basically limit the screen time of either their tablets or their iPads or whatever they play on there, as well as maybe even TV time as well, limit that here. So then I could see why she wants to say that for sure here. But let me just bring you up to date here that Rihanna is soon to be a mother of three here, and Her father passed away in May 2025 at the age of 70, reportedly battling an undisclosed illness, and he was laid to rest in Barbados on July 8th, with Rihanna and family in tow. While their relationship wasn't always picture perfect, Rihanna reflected on the gratitude that she had a barefoot child running free and wild, something that she hopes to pass down on her kids here. So there could be a reason behind that, which I know it's like they want to just explore nature barefoot, I guess, or go to the beach barefoot or something, or I don't know what this status quo could be here, but I'm just going off of based on the information I have in front of me here. So I would say it's like basically they could see why some parents don't like the idea of, you know, going of like, you know, I don't know how to put it perspective here, because obviously Rihanna is doing her thing as a Hollywood icon and in the music industry, and she's taking care of what she got to take care of here, basically, as a mother of 3, and she's basically just doing her thing. All right, let's just put it that way, and that's it. Okay, we'll be right back.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
What the heck is this thing?
Back fat. Someone must have lost it eating the smaller sized popcorn.
Give me that.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff.
That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Welcome back. Rumors began circulating earlier this year, largely due to Michelle Obama's absence from several high-profile events, such as you-know-who's second inauguration and President Jimmy Carter's funeral, both of which Barack Obama attended alone. This fuels speculation that their marriage might be in trouble. While it may just be gossip, the Obamas addressed the rumors directly on the podcast IMO with Michelle Robinson, it's IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. I know what I'm reading here, okay? But take a look at this clip here, okay?
Wait, you guys like each other?
Oh yeah, really, huh?
That's so
the
nice.
rumor mill. It's my husband, y'all.
She took me back.
Now don't start.
I can't.
It was touch and go for a while.
It's so nice to have you both in the same room
I
together.
I know, because when we aren't, folks think we're divorced.
These are the kinds of things
Yeah.
that I just miss,
Mhm.
right? So I don't
Yes.
even know this stuff's going on.
Right.
And then somebody will mention it to me and I'm all like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah.
There hasn't been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting my man. And we've had some really hard times, but we have had a lot of fun times, a lot of adventures, and I have become a better person because of the man I'm married to.
Okay. Don't make me cry now.
Don't you just miss the Obamas here? You know, it's something because, you know, obviously Michelle had pushed back on the assumptions from her public absences. And, you know, it's like basically the Obamas, they've been married since 1992 and they have two daughters, Malia and Sasha, which you probably might know already here. But here's an interesting fact here about it. Malia Obama dropped the Obama last name to use Ann in her middle name for her work in the film industry. And this became apparent with her short film, The Heart, which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, which she was credited as Malia Ann. And so Malia Obama's, or I should say Malia Ann, is pursuing a career in film. And for her debut as director, she used her middle name in the credits, which is Ann, basically. And The Heart, her short film is The Heart, premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2024, where she was listed as Malia Ann. And Michelle Obama has expressed that both of her daughters, Malia and Sasha, are asserting their independence and want to be their own people, and they fully support this journey. So if this is what they want to do, that's on them here, basically, you know. So, but also to bring up here, Barack Obama warned what happening to the boys. The former president, who was raised by a single mother, shared why he believes he would have had more difficulty raising a son than daughters. He said, "I think I might have been more judgmental, harder. And I like to think I would have been more self-aware enough to combat, but I just think father-son relationships for me, particularly if I don't have a dad around to show it to me, might have been more difficult," unquote. This is Barack Obama saying this here. But both Obamas also reflected on how parents and communities needed to focus on nurturing young men and acknowledge the political shift seen with that group. And so basically, that's basically the context behind the speculation here. But the main thing is the Obamas are still happily together, and we miss them so much. We should invite them to the show. So Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, if you're watching, you're welcome to come to the show. We want to interview you about everything for the entire hour, because we got a lot to ask you, basically, from the time that you were president till up to the point where of what you're doing right now, and so forth and so forth. So we'll see what happens here, okay? We'll be right back, y'all.
Chill out when you're stealing my things.
You're calling us
I wouldn't have to raise my voice if you would just give it back and stop being like a criminal.
I don't have your cell phone.
Oh God, look at yourself. What are you offering?
Is this a thief's uniform? You see all these people standing around here? Why am I the one?
I'm sorry, homie. Okay.
What?
Don't make this a big deal. Just give it back, okay?
Did you see me?
You know, I just know you took it.
Where are your witnesses?
Look at
Where are your witnesses? What? Did you see me? Did you see me?
Hey, you left us in the bathroom.
How's it going? Oh, it's a letter for Ned. Maybe she wants us to give it to her. Read it. 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 Read it.
Hey, I think you dropped this.
My son Andrew was always a joy to be around. I always taught him to be accepting of other people. That's why when Andrew was suddenly fired from his teaching job for being gay, my heart just broke. As a parent, how do you prepare your child for something like that? I hope we get to a place where people will be treated with respect, equality, and love.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first, don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Sometimes fatherhood
I'm the first Viking who wouldn't kill a dragon.
can feel like an epic battle.
But you will.
But you can change your kid's world just by being there. And with a little help, you won't believe how high they can soar.
All right, bud, you ready?
I'm proud to call you my son.
Come on!
Never stop being a dad. To learn more, visit fathersincorporated.com.
Welcome back. A New York Magazine article via The Cut talked about how 70% of people who will travel solo are women. Are you a solo traveler or a group traveler? With me, I'm more of a solo traveler, but I would like to do a group travel one day here because, you know, that's just me here, and I would love to do something about, you know, traveling solo really isn't something that I enjoy doing, even though it allows me to focus on myself here. But it's good to travel with someone that you are close with at times, most of the time. So that's my stance on traveling solo, in terms of traveling. But you know, I would rather travel solo or with on a group on a plane or via Amtrak here, or sometimes via the bus. But it's fun to go on a trip via a solo trip or a group trip here, no matter where you are. But it depends on how you feel and where you want to go and so forth and everything else. So, yeah. So with that being said here, we could give you your spotlight moment of Zen as we go to break. Watch and enjoy.
Back with Christina, who's won a bunch tonight already, including a trip to Tokyo. And your boss is here?
She is.
She was afraid to come down because I think she was afraid to get the question, can I have time off? Is that why?
Exactly, and but it's gonna be coming, so.
What happens if you win $1 million?
I may be putting in my 2 weeks, but we won't tell her that yet.
Okay, well, put it in there, right there. Just set it down. We've replaced the $100,000 envelope with the $1 million retirement envelope. Christina, give the wheel a good spin and good luck. Here we go. It is the ampersand. I will grab it. Come on down here. And you chose living things. We will give you the R, S, T, L, N, and the E. So take a look at that. And I need from you 3 more consonants and 1 vowel.
Okay. M, C, F,
And the vowel?
A.
Okay, Vanna, what can you show us? Very quiet in the audience. Living things, that is the category. You'll have 10 seconds to try and solve it. Christina's staring at me. Good luck.
Pack of coyotes.
Christina, they're gonna miss you at work. You just won $1 million!
Come here! You're shaking. I'm in tears.
I can pay off my student loan.
Wait, hold on. You're a millionaire.
Oh my God. An ovation.
Do you know you have more than $1 million? $1,035,155, your grand total.
So happy for you. Oh my God. I was just kidding. I was like, Betty.
So, look out here to the camera. What would you like to say to your boss?
We'll have a discussion once we get back to the office.
Congratulations. You're my first $1 million winner.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna share it with you. I gotta wipe a tear off my eye.
Nearly 30 million adults in the U.S. don't have a high school diploma. A high school equivalency can lead to better employment opportunities. higher pay, and serve as inspiration for family and friends to focus on education. Because when you graduate, they graduate. For the last 15 years, the Finish Your Diploma public education campaign has changed lives. One community, one family, one graduate at a time. The Finish Your Diploma campaign, led by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation in partnership with the Ad Council, is committed to investing in communities and collaborating with local literacy organizations to help people get their diploma. Through partnerships with industry leaders in marketing, media, and tech, we've inspired adult learners across the country by amplifying powerful, real graduate stories.
My diploma is going to help me follow my dreams.
Help me start my career.
I'm not stopping and I'm going to keep soaring.
Our strategic ad placements, donated media, and national PSAs are changing the way people think about earning their high school equivalency by rallying companies and cross-sector partners to accelerate impact. With just a simple zip code search, we've connected over 2 million people with free adult education centers, along with dedicated teachers and mentors there to help guide them every step of the way.
If you can take that first step, the sky's the limit.
These teachers, they manage to make me learn.
When you have that kind of support system, you can do anything.
Because no one gets a diploma alone.
You're smart enough, you're strong enough, and you will have support.
I'm happy I did it, and you can too.
15 years of impact, one graduate at a time. Learn more at finishyourdiploma.org.
When I was 6, I had one thing on my mind. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball every chance I could. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
I debate all day. It's what I do. But there are some things that are undebatable, like your mental health. I was in a dark place when my brother passed away in a car accident. I was depressed in ways I never imagined. I reached out, and my sisters came, my pastor, my therapist. They helped me get through it. I found that the more I spoke up, the healthier my mind became. When you love your mind, you can go so much further. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org.
I am the knight in search for the emerald sword.
I am the sexual predator in search of kids to exploit.
Learn how to report abuse at endviolence.org.
As a South Bronx native, Latina, and queer creative, her music transforms into resilience, heartbreak, vulnerability, and into powerful anthems. And let's be very clear, she doesn't wait for doors to open. She builds her own stage and throws the show on the road. Performing Know Me, please give it up for Bombii!
Words were poison, how they try to bind me. Say that I'm the villain, then I guess I might be. Know so much about me, you would think they like me. You would think they care, you would think they know better. Counting on my flaws, say they know them all. You would think that, you would think they know better. Counting on my flaws, say they know them all. You would think that, you would think they know me, know me. They don't know me. You would think they know me, know me. They don't know me, they try to use my habits as a way to measure my intellect. Try to break me down to build you up, that ain't no coincidence. Say they know my heart, then act so fucking innocent. Huh. You're sounding so dissonant, you're just fucking ignorant. Trying to find myself, don't care to be somebody different. All people born equal, still you put your own conditions. Wonder why they act surprised when you're met with resistance. Glorify your interests, oh no. Fuck what they say, nah nah. Fuck what they say, won't get to me, nah nah. Won't get to me. What they say, no, fuck what they say, won't get to me. Cause I don't fall like Jenga, can't go down, I'm airbound. What they say just ricochet, no importa lo que crea. Tira y no pega, you miss me. Cuando quiero fuerza, levanto a mi bandera. What they say, nah nah, fuck what they say, won't get to me, nah nah. Won't get to me. What they say, no, fuck what they say, won't get to me. Think my words were poison with how they try to bind me. Say that I'm the villain, then I guess I might be. Know so much about me, you would think they like me. You would think they care, you would think they know better. Counting on my flaws, say they know them all. You would think they know better, counting on my flaws, say they know them all. You would think that, you would think they know me, know me. They don't know me, you would think they know me, know me. They don't know me, you would think they know me. But they don't know me, you would think they know me. Know me, yeah. Fuck what they say, nah nah. Fuck what they say, won't get to me, nah nah. Won't get to me. Fuck what they say, nah nah. Fuck what they say, won't get to me, nah nah. Won't get to me. Fuck what they say, nah nah. Fuck what they say, won't get to me, nah nah. Won't get to me, no. Fuck what they say, nah nah. Fuck what they say, won't get to me, yeah. Thank you.
Whoa, whoa! Give it up for Bombii, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back in a moment. Woo.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know,
I heard.
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Before he was a major league pitcher, threw a no-hitter, and then a perfect game. Before he made history, Mark Burley was just a kid, cut from his high school team twice. Before Bear taught himself to predict seizures and inspired thousands by saving his owner's life. Before he became a hero, he was just another dog in a Texas animal shelter. There's hidden potential in all of us. We just need someone to see it. Find it at adoptapet.com.
Who are you? Your lungs. Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
But with a routine screening, you can detect it early.
Learn more at savebythescan.org.
We are back with Bombii, who gave an outstanding rare performance. And as you can see, I have a handheld mic here because apparently my mic that I had on apparently died. So I'm just using this temporarily. But this will be interesting. You'll see. But before we do close out the show, I want to get to talk to Bombii a little bit about the song that you just performed here, which was "Know Me," and tell it. And it's like, there's some sort of message behind it where you kind of went all out on it, and I'm like, because I was sitting backstage or was watching the performance, and I'm like, whoa, she's going all out, using like the F-bombs and everything else here. But tell us about the message behind this song that you performed here.
Yeah, so Know Me is a song I'm really proud of. It's one of my favorites in the sense that it's a time capsule song where I try to fit in as many memories and like instances as possible. So where I perform it, those 4, 5, 6 minutes, it kind of like takes me back, but also grounds me in the present and makes me proud of what's to come, you know? So originally it started out of frustration. I was frustrated at how, other people's judgments could just affect your day-to-day, your life, take up mental space when it's from people you care about, or just in different varying degrees that I think people could relate to. And then I kind of put it to the back burner. When it's emotions, I don't like to kind of like sit in for too long. I try to make it just that moment. There's like, okay, I'll get to it when it's meant to be. Things happen in the world, things kept happening in the world, and I just continued to grow more and more and more frustrated. And so the song took on new forms. That's when I finished writing it. I was like, oh, well, quite literally, fuck this. Like, let me just, get it all out of my system. And then just add other forms of art, things that friends have made and contributed. You'll see like different moments in which I perform this song. I'll try to do something a little new to keep it exciting. So I was very excited to bring this here to the spotlight and, add another memory to it.
Yes. So what type of art do you like most in terms of like, anything?
Anything. Well, I'm biased. I really like music, but I do like and appreciate all forms of visual art. I try to represent it on my body, whether it's through pieces friends have made or just anything that has sentimental value, like if it means something to you and you could tell me what it is or the story or why it means so much to you, I'll probably it'll change my perspective on it. It'll hold a special place in my heart, just anything that has emotion.
There you go. We thank you so much, Bombii, for your performance and for everything being joining us today. Here is there's so much goes on at once, and come back anytime. You're welcome here anytime.
Please,
yes.
I'll bring my guitarist next time, I promise.
Yes. Speaking of her guitarist, she performed her guitarist backstage, but then all of a sudden we ran into some technical difficulties, but she's definitely will be back next time. And we'll definitely see her perform with her guitar here. But but listen, our special thanks to Bombii for joining us here. Our special thanks to you all for watching and coming out to see us. Give yourselves a hand here. Yes. Have a great week. Good luck. Be well. Be safe. Take a moment to have fun, express yourself, and enjoy the spotlight!
Yeah!
Bam! Drop the
yeah. Before Stanley comes over here and be like, yo.
All right.